Okay. Hello, everyone. My microphone's working now. Q&A. For the next Build a Throne. I'll hop in actually, yeah. So I've got, after this stream, I've got a few plans. I'm gonna try and finish some of the rooms that I did PvP sessions in and didn't get a chance to finish. As well as I'm planning to make a room and submit it just for the heck of it. Don't plan to win. Actually, I don't even want the cash prize. Just doing it just for the hell of it. Plus, it might be great. Might be entertaining for you guys watching me build a room. But we'll see. But I want to brainstorm. So I'll be getting like a Word document up and go through some ideas. What should I do? What should I... Wait a minute. Oh yeah, that's just an announcement of them doing the stream. No way they've got a Twitch. Wait, what? What the heck is this about? Oh, that's it. This one's slightly further. Close that. Yes, I watch VTubers deal with it. I didn't even think. Am I allowed to watch somebody else's? Of course I can. We'll do it all the time. But since when did they get a flipping... I don't know. See who's in chat. Absolutely no one. You know what? I might as well just drop a follow. Why not? Why not? Build a Rome. I say build a throne because that's what it was recently called, but it's build a room. So it's versus. What do they have it labeled as? Oh, they've got labeled as playing skip. I'll change it. There we go. Why is no one typing in the chat? I just realised some of the stuff in my favourites bar. Oh, flipping heck. You don't think? Oh right, yeah, dummy. You might want to take that off before you start the stream. And people are gonna backtrack and see what I had. I'll just go through it right now. Yeah, so this is a bunch of stuff that happened in my League of Legends days. Don't use this anymore. Some news. A tier list I don't use. A bit of software I don't use. The time. This, I used to watch it, but I don't anymore. I won't remove it now because I don't know what else will show up. Don't even remember what this is. Oh, that was back in my League of Legends day. And this one is the only way for me to watch anime, and immediately somebody left the flipping. Oh, brother. I think that's delayed, my friend. Just maybe triangle will swing. Um. Oh yeah, there's something I want to get my bones up. Wait a minute, can't believe I just said that. Well, there's something that's been grinding my gears. That happened quite recently, and I'm going to talk about it. So I said I was going to be submitting the room. However, I'm having some issues with getting like the motivation to do it. The problem is I have my biggest extraction is my PC. Let's get that out of the way. So when I'm like doing, like I need to do work on my PC, it's really, like I'm talking about my home PC. It's really hard for me to do stuff because I've got access to YouTube, Twitch, my video games, like that sort of stuff, like Escape Simulator. So it's hard for me to get like motivated to do it. On top of that, I have really little patience. Well, I was talking about this, and I said that this is why I'm like really unsure. I don't, if I want to do this or not. And I said in the chat that my issues are like that I would like to enter, but don't think I have the skills and the willpower. And Gorilla said, who was one of the part of the Pine Studio team, and an admin of the server, said, why is that? So I straight up like told him that I lack the skill, knowledge, and patience to make a room, because I get quite frustrated very easily. Mainly with things that are fiddly and whatnot. Is one of them. And he responded with a flipping meme saying that went of a guy going, I don't believe you. This ape called me a
Hello, everybody.
Oh shoot.
Good evening.
Called me a flipping liar, and I flipping ate him.
Comment,
Yeah.
please, if you
He's
can
probably
hear
going to see this as well. And I was angry about that.
us.
I was so mad.
And hi.
So mad, in fact, that I bothered not to respond and just give an
Hi.
angry face
Hello.
reaction.
First of all, recording is on. We are good to go.
Good.
Before we say anything
yeah,
else.
yeah. And before we start, we are just developers. We are not streamers. So, can someone confirm everything is okay with our audio, video, everything?
Twitch is good. Twitch is good.
Did you good? Nice. For the first time, we are going.
YouTube is also good.
YouTube is also good. Okay. So we are live on Steam, YouTube, and Twitch. We are very professional this time.
Good, because Steam sucks.
Okay, so hello everyone. My name is Boris from Pine. Today I'm here with.
Hi Boris, you're here with Mattia or Mats, and with who else?
Vinka, or Triangle One.
Yay! Hi Mats and Vinka.
Hey Boris.
We are developers of Pine of Escape Simulator, and we just released one. I would say huge.
It
quite
was
big,
it was a
update
great update.
called
I think I
Versus
wanted
Update.
this.
And today we are going to show you what we did with the update, and also we are going to talk about build a room challenge. Build a room challenge.
There's one
is,
downvote here.
Competition in building rooms.
I can't
inside
see my
Escape
cursor.
Simulator. And this
Wait.
time
Yeah, you can't see my
price
cursor.
is quite big, 2,000 bucks. And yeah, we are going to talk about this challenge, and in the end, we are going to answer to some of your questions. So if you have any questions, ask on chat, on our Discord, on Steam, on YouTube. Like, share, and subscribe.
Yeah. If you're on Discord, we have the special thread for questions, so that's the best place to ask. So yeah, go
Yes.
ahead. We love your questions, so just spam them as much as you can.
Under the feedback, there's a questions live stream. You can post there.
Yep.
And also, Chazzy, yes, we're recording. Let's go.
So first of all, before we start, I would like to say hello to all the good people who are here from the Wholesome Games celebration. So
Whoa.
Escape Simulator is a part of Wholesome Sale, because it's very wholesome, and yeah, you can find a lot of
Escape Simulator is
and
wholesome.
nice games. Here's Escape Simulator.
The
And
base
for the
game is
first time-
community rooms, not so
First
much.
time we are also part of Cerebral Puzzle Showcase.
Okay, that
And
makes
we just
sense.
started. We are quite puzzly and cerebral, I guess.
Yes, it is a
So,
flipping
yeah,
puzzle.
the game is currently 25% off, and you can find a bunch of other games here too. So yeah, go check them out.
Some pretty cool games.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a like nice company to be in. So versus update.
They're watching a stream of.
Maybe we could
Ah,
start.
it's gone.
We could start with the trailer. It's a super short 30-second trailer, so
Yeah, let's see what the hype is about.
Boom. Go.
That's it, buddy.
okay. The trailer was a bit too big for the screen, but yeah. At least I hope you.
Wrong screen.
Ah, wrong screen. Sorry.
Wrong,
Uh,
multiple wrong screens.
I hope you heard this
Can you
banging
hear voice?
soundtrack.
It is a.
Oh,
Okay.
you muted yourself.
Okay, I muted myself. Yeah. So yeah, the trailer was
Everything's
a
going
bit
wrong.
big for the screen, but at least you could hear this awesome soundtrack by Sasha. It's
Hello.
I think like one of the
Hello,
best.
are you watching the
trailer
The
Stream.
stream, yes.
soundtracks that Sasha made so far? So good job, Sasha. So Vinka, can you tell us a bit about this new update versus update?
About the room editor part, or?
No, the base game. No, let's go like this. Mats will tell us what is this update, because every time it's only me show.
No, that's what they should have changed
Please
it
help me
to.
out.
Yeah,
They-
sure.
Are you
So,
ready for the Battle of the Brains?
update
No,
is on
they
the
should have had it as
it's
pe-
a really cool update that
ready
brings
your
2
brains
free
for
rooms
battle.
to
That would have been
Escape
so
Simulator.
much cooler.
Not only 2 free rooms, but you can play the versus mode. So you play against your friend or your friends. You can play up to 10 players at the same time. And each
10?
player has the
10
same
they've
room,
been playing it.
but only one player is in that room. And you have to be faster than all the other players. Like you can be like first, second, or third, and get like a big trophy in the end. And not only that, you can play all the community rooms, all the base game rooms. Basically, everything is playable in this versus mode, and it's like super exciting. We all really loved making it and playing the mode. I think that's most of the stuff from the rooms. There's like more the random right? The random mode. So now you can actually play. Like a lot of players have requested this feature. You can press random game, and if nobody else has pressed random game, that button will create a new lobby. And then if, let's say, Vinka comes and presses random game, she will join that lobby automatically. So basically now you can play with random players for the first time. We hope
So the-
to... Sorry?
So the random game button either starts a new lobby or joins another random lobby.
Yeah.
So you can play with random people.
We hope to improve this in the future, but for now it works. Yeah, we'll keep on improving it. Also, all the props for the first time, we actually uploaded all the props
Yeah,
at
I
the
won't
same
be using
time
that.
when the update came. So that's big win for us. Congratulations, Matias. He's the person who pulled that stunt.
Yeah, we usually take like a week or two to.
I'm surprised
to
how much this game
add
has
all the
just
props
grew.
to the room editor, but this time
Still,
we
however,
really
for
want
such
to
a
go
small game, and you would
vacation.
think something a game like this
so
would
everything
die
is
out in,
in,
like, the first
and for the next 2 weeks, the
year.
whole team is off, taking some rest.
And the guy
Well-deserved
left.
rest, I would say. Yeah, I just want to say this banging trailer was made by Iggy, so hi to Iggy also, he's watching, so props.
Hey.
That's 12 downvotes.
Yeah, so versus update is basically that you race to be the best, the fastest room solver, and yeah, that's the first part of this update. The second part is the part that Vinka made, so it's something about new prop for room editor, so maybe Vinka could tell us more about that.
Mm-hmm. So the main feature connecting the Versus update and room editor is actually the puzzle prop that we published a week or so prior, 2 weeks I think. It actually connects it via the walkthrough menu. That's the word. So it functions the same way as the in-game prop, in-game hints. You unlock as one player solves puzzles. One player solves one puzzle, then the other player will unlock the hints for that puzzle. So you can have some competition. One player then isn't too much in front of the other player, so you can have a balanced game somewhat. That's why we also have additional hints in the versus.
We just end up like working together in the end, though.
So
like
that it gets.
Like we're both like stuck, and we're both like, okay.
Yeah, so we can catch up. I hope people like that because when we tested it, somebody would be like first, solved all the 4 rooms, and like 3 of us would be on the first room. It was kind of boring. This way, it's really a race. So I hope that's okay for you guys.
Yeah, but if you're stuck, if you're still stuck behind, you can just press stay and solve it anyways afterwards.
Yeah.
Not,
you can play on single player also, so you can do that if you don't want to race. It's not something you have to do.
So this. Go ahead.
I wanted to say there's also a new roulette logic prop that finally adds some randomness. I know some of you.
Yes.
And it's actually synced in multiplayer. And there's a tutorial video for that as well.
Yeah,
and
why is the different color
link
tracks?
Down in the link in the description of the video. You can also find the.
Also, I brought this up that I wish there was long hair options for the for the male characters, because I have long hair.
So you can see
but
how it functions.
But I'm unable.
Checkmark functions how.
To make myself in the game.
Yeah.
Test it out.
Nice.
So as I said.
Oh well, I'd like to get my character as
like
close to me as possible.
Really huge update.
And so I'd like to go
just to
with
name
like
a few
long
more
hair,
things.
but there isn't
we have new
hair
outfits.
that looks.
I'm just showing the outfits in the game. So
long, like mine goes
male
past the
body
shoulder.
outfit. For the versus update, we have course, 2 new.
But that's really
Rooms.
nitpicky. I don't give a flip about my character, to be
Uh,
honest. The gameplay
But
that matters the
then other
most.
Versus the first one is apprentice, and the second one is expert. So the apprentice one was made in collaboration with Conrad and Shade from Community also. And expert is like a super hard room, and it's made in collaboration with Volo. And if you played Volo's rooms, you know it's going to be hard.
Yeah, big shout out to you guys.
Wait, no,
yeah.
what? Hold up. Wally made that room.
So maybe we should play something before we continue talking.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
Are you-
Before we continue,
Yeah.
there's something you reminded me of just now. One of the other bigger updates in this one was some UX fixes,
Hmm.
some UX features for the room editor. One of the main ones is while you're holding right click and rotating around, now you can also scroll and change the movement speed of the camera. So you can do
Nice.
that.
Yeah, I'm just showing it while you speak. So
Mhm.
yeah, very
Yeah,
nice.
And then you can set it as that, it'll be saved. You don't
Mm,
have to
okay.
Better
just
than in
scroll
Unity.
around. Yeah. Well, it's technically a copy of Unity, but okay.
It's a better copy of Unity. Come on.
Yeah, that number is saved, and you can, when you reload it, it'll reload. And while your movement in general is just a shift. While holding shift and moving, it's double the speed, current speed, and control is half the speed while
Hmm.
moving.
How fast can you go? Duck is asking.
4x, I think.
Alright.
Let's test it.
It's a bunch of you just gotta scroll.
Still too slow.
Yeah. Unity has like 2x. I was like, let's double that.
Ooh.
Oh, they're going for Unity.
Flash news. Escapes Unity double. No, much
Look,
better.
if they
double
really
the
wanna
better-
be,
no,
like,
no, if I double
go-
the better. No, it's not.
For Unity's Pro.
Twice-
Make it so
twice
that
is
two
Twice,
people
yeah,
can
yeah.
build a room
Do it. Double
at
the
the
better.
same
Yeah.
time. Because in Unity, you cannot do that yet. You cannot
So yeah, I'm
work on
showing
the same
room
project
currently, so
at once
this is
with
my,
multiple
like,
people.
one of the, I would say, cult rooms that I made for the last update. So if you didn't experience this, I think you should.
Flipping
You're
duck.
lucky. You're lucky.
Also, also we have some fixes to the right click menu and some tooltips for the targets. Finally, you can tell which target you're targeting. Just hover over.
Ooh.
Yeah, they can see the menu here
Ah, okay.
because of the
Okay.
right click fixes, UX fixes,
No, nice.
and the tooltips. I see people like that one.
I have something better to show. Let's show you guys multiplayer, new option, random game. So actually no one knows how it works, so maybe we could talk about that option. So if you have friend to play, you can just click host. Now there's like a new pop-up where you can choose between co-op and new versus mode. Co-op is like a regular game, and you can choose also normal or hard mode. Hard mode will remove hint boxes, so you are playing without hint boxes if you choose hard.
And also, I believe the little icons on top of the
Yeah, true.
items.
Yeah, key items. So yeah, this is.
But that's how I
our
play it
new,
anyway.
Pop-up screen. Also, you can join game as usual. But if you don't have anyone to play with, you can actually join random game. And if there is no one currently playing, you'll become host. And now if someone, maybe someone from the community clicks on random game, they'll join me here without code, without anything. So for a second Mats was in there.
I'm back in.
Okay,
Yeah.
guys, please don't play.
You can kick me. That's also a new feature.
Oh yeah, that's a new thing. Now you can kick people out.
the
The
random-
yeah.
And the random joining is limited to 4 people right now.
Good.
But if you join via code into this random lobby, you can go up to 10 people.
Mm. Yeah, right now the option, this option works only for like a one region. So if you are playing from Europe, as we do, you can join only people from Europe. And if you're playing in US or China or Australia, like Vinka, then you can play only with the people from the region. Tomorrow we are launching a new hotfix that will solve this issue and make a search like a broader, so you will get a chance to play with someone from US even if you are living in China.
Yeah, we're live basically.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of lag, but it will work. So
Yep,
that's
yep.
fine.
First it'll check your local.
I was
ID.
tempted to actually launch
Yeah,
the game.
expand, Vinka, are you joining us or?
I didn't know I
Can you
was meant
share,
to
can you
join.
share the code?
But my guess is they're using a
I-
different
like one
like
minute.
version, so it would be impossible
Yeah,
for me.
I'll share a code if someone wish to join us.
Just show it on stream.
Yeah,
I can do that,
true.
yeah.
That's even better. So if you want to join us, there's a limit to
Oh, what have you done?
number of players, so only 10 of us, so 7 more players can join. And if no one joins, I'll be very sad and disappointed.
Come on,
Look at this.
Shadow.
Oh, Wallace. No, Wallace.
Wait,
too
she
smart.
literally just said, "Come on, okay, I've got to join. I've got to join."
No, Vika has to beat Walla in his own puzzles.
Ooh, nice. Welcome, Walla. Welcome, Chasey. So we are still waiting for a few people, and we are going to try some random versus map. Ugle.
I'm like launching the game as we speak.
Show them.
Come on.
Do you want to show them versus the new maps or?
Welcome, Sir Kermit. Sorry?
Do you want to show the new map?
VVV8. I'm in. And the stream has frozen for me.
Spots. 2 more spots, guys.
Come on, kill it.
While we are waiting here, I could show you a few cool maps, cool rooms. So the Color Museum. Yesterday we went to the museum as a team. So 10 of us joined together and played for a bit.
It was a nice.
Oh
chill
shoot.
Yeah,
walk.
yeah. Welcome, Bart. And another room from the community that I want to feature now.
I was gonna mute the
is
game, but I
Glass
can't.
Garden by Robin. I just installed it and it looks like next level. So I really
Shh, don't tell him I already completed
really
it.
excited to try it out. And the
Yeah,
last spot
that's great.
is filled. Sorry?
Yeah. Hi, Tremolo. Yeah, I have to say the room was great. I already played it a bit.
I saw just the intro and it's very interesting. Of the Glass Garden. So yeah, currently the limit of people is 10. Up there is a lobby setting, so if you want you can choose gameplay
Hard mode, hard
or
mode, hard mode,
difficulty.
hard mode.
Let's go with versus and normal. And
Ah.
let's try new versus. Apprentice, easy.
Ah.
Versus map.
Right, here we go, people.
If you join us now, we are showing a new update versus update. This is new room. We are playing with the community.
2,
Uh,
1,
Go, 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 go,
So,
go, go, go,
yeah,
go.
go. So yeah, there is like a few new UI elements. So there is a ranking list on the left, and this new room is made like a
Flipping
80s
button!
game show.
Yeah, we did a lot of iterations with this room and the layout and everything.
Come on.
Is Vinka first? Of course. Come on, Vinka.
Oh, there it is. Flip's sake. I'm out.
But yeah, we in the end we went with this like really colorful palette. and
Right, if I
everything.
remember correctly, it was this one here.
It's pretty dark and more
Grab this one. Shove it. Boom.
So the
that one.
puzzles in this one are like super simple. So the idea is to be as fast as possible.
I hate that. I hate that.
After some
That's- Wait, where's the
He's
flipping
done
last
with the
piece?
room.
Oh, right here.
you get hints, and hints are shown like a ghost.
Yeah,
ghostly,
it's fine when you don't have people like
and
zooming the
that's
flip
a new thing that
ahead.
We did for especially for these rooms.
Right, if I'm correct, it's that one.
I'll
That
try
one.
not to spoil anything.
You know.
Yeah, I'd like
mean-
to answer. Sorry.
Wait, what?
Go ahead. Go
All
ahead.
right, yeah. It's that one. That one.
I
That
want to
one.
answer
That one.
to a question on Discord. I think Wall or just a second. Oh, it was dark. He has like, do we have any plans to release more versus rooms? Like, I hope we will
The
release-
volume is
Yeah,
horrific.
I'd say that definitely, but it was really fun playing them. Maybe Gorilla, you can say something more about that.
Get the flipping
Yeah,
couch
I mean,
out of the.
we made like a full like a engine to make those rooms, and we would like to expand this like apprentice and card versus room, and add more like a medium rooms, and more like a seasons of the verses. And at some point we would like to expand to more players. So
This
so we would
couch
like
is
to
the
make,
the bane of some people's
uh,
existence
team-
here.
team
Like, they
versus
all are
two
just
people who
surrounded,
can play
trying to
with
get
a
this one
team of people, so
flipping
2 versus 2 or
couch
3 versus
in this
3.
flipping
Yeah, that's
court.
also
There we
nice.
go. Right. That's done.
That's just
Okay, cool. Move the chair there. Move that there. Move this
We're very
one.
happy now. Live on stream, we're committed. We would very much like to do that.
Yeah. So, I'm
For
not sure if
flip's
this is
sake.
said, but
Oh, for
See ghosts
flip's sake.
here.
Right. There's a really
Uh,
easy way of doing this
in the
puzzle,
regular
actually.
game that they are like a ghosts. This is only
You just
for
do the
versus
ones
mode
that
where you can
are
see other
yellow
people,
facing. and then-
playing but not solving the puzzles.
Boom,
Uh,
boom.
I, I'll just
It's kind of unfair because I've
skip
already
this
done
one.
this
I think I'm
map
already
before.
showing too much.
Yep.
So I'll just go stand in the corner while you solve the puzzle.
maybe Vinka, you can say something about that render to surface editor. Because in this room we had that also at the end. So maybe...
Yeah. Well, then you know more about it. in
Just
that
keep
part.
on hearing.
Oh well, we
Shoot.
haven't.
Okay.
We did it in
Move that one. Move
editor.
that one. Move that one. That one. Move that one. That one.
I
say?
Is it too expensive?
Oh, right,
think
yeah,
it's- I
this-
think it's a bit expensive. Especially
This
with
room. That one there.
the mirrors.
That one.
I mean, we'll have to look into it, but right now, I don't.
Move, move,
think-
Maybe we
move,
can
move,
limit
move,
like
move.
one of
Turn,
that
turn,
per
turn.
map, one of that element per map, maybe something like that. And of course, it shouldn't work with mirrors and everything. We're basically talking about a camera that renders records something in the map you make, and then it renders it to your wall.
Boom!
It renders it to a quad
The plane.
mesh,
Yeah,
a plane, yeah. Way to go, Shadow.
yeah.
Well, it's kind of unfair because I've done that before.
I was saying, yeah, that should be a bit difficult.
That's
to do,
cool. That's it.
but
Can I,
maybe.
can I?
let's
Oh, I can't put the basketball in there. Oh, that would have been a cool
Maybe if there's just
idea.
one per
Have like the
room,
boss.
like you said, or
Wait, the bowling pins though. Can I? Yes,
so
I
you
can knock them
transfer
over.
it somewhere.
Okay, that's
I don't know,
nice.
just talking.
And you can spawn them like a
Oh,
flipping
oh.
creep.
Keep an open mind about
Of course you can.
Yeah. Let's check it out. There's so many more things we have on the list, but I just don't know if
Spinny, spinny.
it.
Yeah,
Like,
Dark
Souls
Souls
menu.
Oh, basketball.
Yeah. Gorilla, are you still standing in the corner of the room alone?
Yeah, I'm there just waiting for you guys to finish.
Just 3 more minutes.
Yeah!
What does it end like if
One
Gorilla is
basketball
last?
hoop.
Oh, okay.
2 basketball hoop.
Yeah.
While I'm waiting, I'm checking Twitch. While I'm waiting, maybe I can answer a few questions.
Let's see what's
Oh,
else in
hi!
Discord.
I want to offer promotion for your channel. Nice.
Oh, that's a bot.
Thank you.
That's a
buddy.
scammer. Okay,
Can you
great.
define what the room has to be? Do you want? Okay. Yeah.
I got 4.
We'll go through the rules and the questions
Oh,
about
that
the
fits
competition.
very nicely in there.
So, let's show a bit more about this. Where's this update?
I like she was like beckoning me, coming like, come on Shadow, get in the room.
So Winka, Melon is asking a question like, do we ever plan to make a limit? And so, for instance, somebody makes a community room that's designed for free people. So basically, to disable more people joining that room.
Yeah, I
Think about
was
it,
thinking about
or is
making
just
it.
enough to make like a tag, free players, that's it. That's like a
I
simple
haven't
solution.
Can you
thought of
flip
that,
in-
I don't know. That's...
One
I'm not
person
sure How
left.
that would translate to the UI and... We haven't thought of that. I don't
You know what? I
We're
might as well
gonna have to
go
look
back
into
to
that.
the like Windows hub.
Well, yeah, that's that's an answer. I'm not sure, Melon, what did you mean by that question? Will you ever add independent floor ceiling props for all the room themes?
Oh. Probably I'll ask. Not
Yeah,
sure if it's not-
I think we can do that. It's not like a huge thing to do.
Mm.
Oh,
I'm not
okay,
sure
we're
why
missing-
we haven't done that before. But yeah, we'll do it in the next update.
Yeah, my theory is if I do random stuff, I'll
So
be
basically
playing
we're
rooms
missing
that
the
I've
floor.
Not
already
in the
played
update
before.
tomorrow. Yeah, floor and ceilings is props. Not in the next update, that's tomorrow.
Yeah, in the next update, not in the next hotfix update. Okay, let's answer one more question before we continue. Well,
What it was?
yeah, Wall is talking about how he's making the hardest puzzles ever.
Yeah, like all the puzzles you see here are like 10% of the actual puzzles.
Like
the hard room.
easy version of Wallace puzzles. So our initial idea was to make like the hardest room escape in the world. And
What is torturous?
we decided to contact Volo, and he did deliver. But actually it was like too much for anyone except Volo.
Yeah.
Maybe. So we decided to make like an easier version of each of and every puzzles. And by the way, this room is like an easy version. It's not Wallace room. Time ran out. Okay. So in the end,
Just on the
there's
podium.
this winning screen.
I
A
hate
lot
that
of
I'm
sleepy people
dancing like
standing
that. That's
in
not
front.
fair.
A lot of sad people.
Sad people. Even
Bless us.
Bart and Sir Kermit are sad. I mean, second place, but still very sad. Yeah, that's like versus room, apprentice room. You can obviously continue playing, but you can go and exit.
Yeah, the hard room is visually very similar, but it's just really harder. So yeah.
Yep.
The dev thing crashed again.
Oh.
Okay.
But
Maybe.
it's BBB.
Have only a few rooms here, but we can choose one community room to,
Yeah, everybody has to download it. So
has some recommendation. Is there any rooms that like support burst mode? Inka?
Hmm?
Are there any rooms that
Scroll up.
support?
Scroll up. There's
There's literally a
community tab.
versus
Versus
community. Yeah.
I think Volo's the illusionist or the silhouettist
The
supports
silhouette,
it.
yeah.
Mm. But I already know the puzzles from the room.
I'm gonna.
Sorry, where is like
There's a tag on Steam, the dynamic walkthroughs. I mean, all custom rooms support versus, but the dynamic walkthroughs have the UI for the versus with the leaderboard and
I want
everything.
to know how the heck
All
did I
the
just
support.
shoot off ahead? I was behind them.
Joe's Garage by Wolo. What?
Hi, Peter of the North. Did you like something?
Peter of the North.
Mr. Gorilla.
I thought the stream froze.
Yeah.
I was like, what's happening?
Sorry, what?
We have some we have some people asking, will the stream be up later?
Like,
Let
have
me
the-
check if it's still recording.
The VOD, yeah.
Yep, it
Question.
is. Yeah. Good questions. Yeah,
Some parts just
this time we
crashed
are
on
very
me,
professional
so-
streamers. So yeah, it's recording. I'll upload it later. Welcome, Peter.
Very professional streamers.
We lost 2 people. Whoever wants to join.
Peter
I'm
of
still
the
looking for a
Noise.
map. There's like only a few dynamic walkthrough tags, tagged maps. The mystery box by El Condo.
That's fine, just select any map.
Let's play Joe's Garage by Wolo. So Wolo, let's try this new feature that we added. It's
I
called
click it so we can download.
Kick.
You're gonna kick Wallo out.
Should I?
No,
Someone needs to
I want to
show
know
us
if I can
solution.
beat the map maker in his own flipping map.
Yeah, let's just try for a few minutes. I don't want to spoil anything.
Oh my god, the walkthrough is 45 minutes.
What the fuck? What?
He's already cheating.
The Glass Guardian's a good one.
We're waiting for people to download the room. So
Yeah,
if you're in the
Shadow
lobby,
Peter, Bart.
Wallo, I bet it's you.
I've got the room downloaded. Like,
Peter.
there's the
Rose.
evidence.
Like, very cool name.
Wallo thinks he has a chance at winning. I don't know. Mats has a walkthrough.
Yeah, it's already 5x speed on YouTube. It's still like 2 hours long. What can you do?
Should we maybe play Puzzle Neo room?
No. No, that's my room. It's a test room.
Someone is still downloading.
You can start kicking. Start with Vinka. think it's really.
Peter Shadow, Bartolomeo, Google.
You could start Puzzle Neo, I mean, but it's just random props, and people haven't downloaded, so.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and start kicking people out.
Kick me out.
Secret debug mode.
I'll
in Joe's
start
garage.
with. Let's randomize.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
100% sure
It
it's-
wasn't him. Peter of the North. No, still no.
Oh, hi, Melon.
Ah, Melon.
We're randomly
Welcome.
kicking.
Melon, please download the map.
It's small, 100%. Who else could it be? Maybe it's Shadow.
Prankster.
Who's
Welcome
prank-
back to the sorry for the kick.
I am here. I have the map installed. I know it's not me.
Welcome back.
Ah, Melon is okay.
Oh, nice.
Let's go see Volo's garage.
Joe's garage.
Uh,
Wait, you can't even enter this map if you don't solve a puzzle outside.
Okay, slow loading will be quite some time. Maybe we could
One
talk
week later.
about one year later. Maybe I could show you another thing that we need to show this time.
One year later.
It's a versus challenge. So, and we'll try the room after that. So versus this challenge, this is it. Okay. So
Oh,
versus
I see
challenge. That's our latest builder room challenge. 4th or 5th, if you count buildathon. One. So this time, I think this time the rules are the simplest. So you need to build versus room. So the room that can be played in versus mode. So that's the only thing that you need to do.
So any room can be played in versus, but this one would probably require some better puzzle uses,
Yeah.
better uses of the puzzle logic prop, so
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
functions nicely with the leaderboard. So
Oh.
that when we test it out, we can see who is first.
They tell me
and
I'm losing my
how-
memories.
How the room is going.
But
so we
do
can
I?
have some competition. among
Really?
ourselves.
Yep.
I don't think so.
zero,
I remember so much.
So yeah, basically,
it does not feel like
must be
anything is missing.
six.
room escape.
Somebody got the
I
fucking
sure
remember my
garage
life.
door
I mean, I
open.
spent every free minute in
It
there.
would be nice in
of course.
versus mode
One thing I could
There are
never
a few
remember was the
times,
combination to open it.
that you can
So, I painted it on the door.
Steam page. Basically, you need to post. You need to make. You can make only one room and
9.
submit only one room. You can submit on our Discord or via this Steam thread.
Oh, for fifth's
Multiple
sake.
builders can work together, as in collab room, but only one prize.
Yeah, you can share it if you want.
Yeah, we have only one prize for per room.
Oh, it's back.
Gameplay should be ideally under 30 minutes. It can be longer, but usually less is more. So people.
Yeah,
usually
nah,
make
we're not
huge
playing this
rooms,
one.
Huge projects, so 2 hours of gameplay or so. I think much smaller room, but like quality of the. Minka, please help me. Quality of the
Quality of life.
Quality of life. yeah.
No, quantity.
Okay, yeah, nah.
Quantity, yeah. So much more. We
Bit that.
much more appreciate smaller but more polished room than the huge and not so polished room.
When we make, can I just say one thing? When we make official
Come on. Who's in the fucking game?
rooms,
Okay.
like, you see maybe 50% of the room, because first they make it huge and then we just cut, like a lot
Yeah.
of things we cut, and that's a really good advice for anybody who wants to make rooms. Just cut everything you don't like. And even
Right.
if you like something, ask more people about it. If they don't like it, just cut it. That's it.
Yep.
It's hard, but you have to do it.
Yeah. So yeah, filter the best things, and it's not about the size. You need to record.
You don't have to cut the complete puzzle. You can maybe shift it, make it a bit easier or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
So you need to shift something
Yeah,
about
that's
it.
true. That's true. Also, yeah. You need to record a video walkthrough. You can use OBS or whatever software you wish, and upload. You need to upload
OBS or
somewhere,
Streamlabs, I
YouTube,
recommend.
Streamable or Google Drive or whatever. You
Streamable?
are
Who the f-
allowed to fix bugs after the
Submission.
submission, but you can't resubmit like a new room. Obviously, it's not okay to copy another player's room, and we really don't love any profanity, hate speech, sexually suggestive rooms, or anything that's rude or offend someone. So
Family friend.
Right.
yeah, keep it family friendly, keep it fun and clean, and the Pine team will choose the winners this time. And also the size of the room. In one previous challenge we had like a size limit, but this time the room can be as big as you wish.
Yeah, one of my
Uh,
ideas I did have was
Okay,
I have like a lot of
So,
versus ideas, and
if
I'll
you
be like
need some
rapid
tips,
firing going through all of
there are
those.
some tips in the end.
But
so
the
watch
reverse-
tutorials, you can join to
The versus
Discord,
one of the versus ideas I had
to
was
check about rooms.
pride
Yeah,
versus
less is
religion.
more.
That one I think I
If
can't
you're
really
just
do
starting
now
out,
because of
out
the
building,
needs to be
building
professional,
rooms,
clean, no
definitely
reason,
join the Discord
no
and ask
hate
any questions you
speech.
have there. We have a
I don't
really
know
amazing community that'll answer
because it is like
Most of
two
the questions.
demographic.
almost all of them.
Even
So
people with babies answer questions.
yeah.
I'll put it on the
People
list,
with
but I
babies.
won't.
Will answer questions. So these are the rules, and there are some prizes. And this time, the first winner will earn $2,000 in cash. Not really in cash, but in cash. We are not going to send. Yeah, it's 2,000.
Yo.
Hey.
But yeah, $2,000.
Share
in
your
cash
screen, bro.
Plus
Sure.
escape room board game was sponsored by Post Curious. They make like a very nice
Yeah.
room
Okay.
escapey board games, and yeah, there's the first part.
What? I thought you were playing.
Third winner
No.
will get 100.
Oh, okay,
bucks
never
in
mind then.
gift card, and
Okay.
also escape room board game, and also all the rest top 10 of the top 10
That rude.
players
That.
will win
Just joined.
$100
Was like, hey.
gift cards.
Share your screen. And
Uh,
they're like, the f-?
So yeah, we have prizes for top 10, so it's not like impossible to win. And I think the first prize is very nice. If you have missed the last challenge, the prize was
There wasn't a please in that single
trip
sentence.
to Paris, and 3 days in a hotel in Paris, and a ticket to see a Mona Lisa
You know, I never.
museum. So it was like a
I was curious. I
very,
don't want to
very
be
big
rude, but I was
prize.
wondering
This
how
one
that trip
is,
went.
I think similarly worth, and I think it's a very good like initiative to make something cool.
I just gotta say something.
Yep.
Walla, don't finish the ring.
So yeah,
He's
while
just fitting through the puzzles.
while we are talking, yes, someone
Hello,
is
can
solving
fit
all the
in the-
puzzle in the back end. So by the way, this is a screenshot from Zestis Omnius Obelisk group, and I'll use this one every time that there is a bunch of money involved. So yeah, these were the rules. prizes, and also we have some dates, important dates. The most
Robbie
important date
Baby.
is
Such a-
submission date.
I just
and
looked at
that's
the
August
username.
21st,
Robbie Baby.
At 8 a.m.
Oh my gosh, that's Robin.
European time, or 2 a.m. East. What is it? East side? No.
I don't know.
Let's Google together. Eastern Standard Time. So August 21st, 8 a.m. Central European, or 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And after the submission date, we'll lock the submission thread on Steam and also chat on Discord, and
Yeah.
we'll go ahead and play every and each of these rooms. And by the August 31st,
I felt like they could have
we'll
just used
hopefully
me
have winners.
to test the rooms because I'll be playing them anyway.
And we are going to host one more stream where we are going to announce the winners and play all top 10 rooms.
And not complete them
Yep.
because you.
We're not gonna play them. We're gonna show them off.
Yeah, you don't.
That's true. Yeah.
we
Uh,
don't want to spoil the rooms for people.
Yep. True.
Triangle and me, I have the same mindset.
Okay, I'll just post this. I'll go ahead and post a link to this Steam news, and you can also find it on our Steam page, Escape Simulator
Yeah.
Steam page.
Yep, the last two news are basically about the competition. You can
Yep.
check it out. So Nemo Crab is asking, does the room have to be on a specific theme like the game show? No, you can do basically any theme you want. It's free for all, so
Yep.
do whatever you like. Let's see what else.
Any theme is welcome.
Yep.
Can it just be like like-
so this
like a
answers
regular
questions.
room
There
that
are
allows
no advanced
versus, because
requirements, there's not a maximum amount of versus puzzles or a minimum amount.
I'm having like
So
an
it
idea
just
of like
has
there's
to
like
be,
a big
versus room.
like jigsaw puzzle,
It can be made, so the question
and
is,
you've got to solve
can the room also
individual
be
piece
playable single
parts
player?
to get
I mean, yeah, I don't see why not.
the pieces to
Yeah, I
finish
mean,
we're
the
gonna be
big
Go ahead.
puzzle.
we're gonna be playing it in versus mode, so
Hmm.
single player. That's basically single player.
Yeah,
It's just with added leaderboard stuff.
I think it's confusing because people they think versus and co-op are the same thing, but it's yeah. I think that's the confusion.
I mean, if the game is playable in versus mode, it will be playable full. It should be playable fully in single player. So
Yeah.
I'm not sure you can make a room that's not versus a room that is not playable in a single player mode. So yeah, it should be single player. So.
Versus mode is basically just single player mode.
Mm.
It's just we're just not sending certain messages from one person to another that would sync the level states. Unless some of the messages get through, like when the puzzle is solved or something, or pings.
I'm not sure why we picked Wall's room to try on stream. I mean, I'm feeling very stupid.
Have you not
Come
got
on,
past the
it's
first
puzzle.
puzzle?
Okay, press H for hints. Nice.
Yeah, you can
Just
use
go to the fourth one.
SH. See
If
this,
you
the
have-
walkthrough.
If you have any more questions, just go ahead on Discord while we're still here. About the competition, about basically anything else.
Yeah.
Did Wallow start
we're going to play this room,
study at Harvard or something?
And we'll wait for your questions. So if you have any questions,
Did he go to Oxford University?
on Twitch chat, on YouTube. So,
Has he worked out flipping nuts? I don't flipping nuts.
It's a really hard room.
What?
There's Wallow is at 12.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard even for Wolo. It's not done yet. You know?
Yeah,
Go-
it's
go
been taking him a long time too. Where is he? He's not on the map.
Yeah, I think he's in like
He's off
you
the
can
map.
teleport it to some like smaller parts. It's really cool.
I'm done.
I'm just seeing someone walk through for the first time.
I did it.
Nice, welcome,
Nice.
welcome. Let's see if there are any more questions.
Oh yeah. Also for the builder. One feature that's not in the puzzle tutorial. It's the little check mark. It's not a check mark. It's a little plus that says competitor targets. That's one feature you're gonna probably want to use for the competition. It basically, whoever solves this puzzle first doesn't get triggered. The targets don't get triggered for that player. Sorry. All the targets in the list for the competitor targets get triggered for all the other players. So only the likes for the hints in our versus rooms. How all the other players get the little outlines, the blue outline hints. That's basically the idea. So you can use that for helping the people who are lagging behind. You can help them with that, or use it in any other way. And that's only used for the versus mode.
Yeah, those hints are, I think, a really good way to go.
And if you're playing it in co-op or in single player, they'll always
They trigger for everyone, but this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Robbie. Yeah, Robbie says trigger for everyone but this current player. Yes. Are those triggers for other players disabled if you use hard? No. No, that's not something we thought of. We don't have that connection. No. They're triggered for all. Does versus mode have a timer starting delay for players to read rules and such? No timer, but you can build a starting room yourself, and then
just
show
wait
the
there,
button
yeah.
show the button when you after a
Just like
certain
I'm
time.
getting the sense that it can just be literally any flipping
There's
room.
of course the 3-2-1.
But
game.
I assumed it would have to have
Sorry,
some sort of
that's-
versus element
Yeah,
in it,
well,
so I
in
could
the
just
start,
make a
you can
room,
start,
just like a
one
single
player
player
for 10
room,
seconds or
so
whatever
people
you
could.
want
Mhm.
in the starting room.
I don't know.
Or just put obstacles around them, just
Yeah,
block them
yeah.
from going in the room. Something.
And then make your custom 3-2-1 timer. Just because.
Any more questions?
Yeah, I'll write it.
Chazzy asked, is it possible or will it be possible to delay
Have
the starting countdown timer
to-
for versus maps? That's the same question. It's almost
Have-
the same question. No, they won't be delayed. It's just you'll have to build a special room and start.
Have
So Asterion is asking, can we make
Have-
more tutorials about the workshop?
Yeah, that's planned. I'm planning to make some more.
there's the room.
I'm just gonna keep making for the new features,
Have
and then try to go backwards to some other
Need.
older
to have
props that were released before.
I hope you achieved that.
Is-
That was my plan, and then I just made one tutorial.
element. Is that how you spell it?
I'm beating you. I have 2 tutorials.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Way to go. But yeah, I can always join, like what you said. People are super helpful. Everybody wants to
Yeah.
help the Discord. Just go there, join, and just talk with people. Make maps, have fun.
Element.
That's how you spell
I'm
it.
sure that's the best way to learn.
There's no
Or-
stupid questions.
And
Okay, just ask in the Discord.
I mean,
people
there is one actually.
Which one's that?
Stairs when.
oh,
Just kidding, just kidding.
Don't remind them. Shh.
Next question.
Mhm.
Can we use stairs? When?
There's the question.
You can try.
Yeah.
There's a legit question for Vinka. Do we plan to make audio fade in and fade outs for the editor?
In what way?
Custom audio to fade in or fade out?
Like when you stop them.
I guess so. I'm sure it's not.
Um,
Duke, maybe you can explain what exactly is the feature you're asking. I would think so, like so where some sound goes up or down, I guess, like custom. Yeah, to blend like one track to another, basically.
I'm not sure. I mean, have you requested it on the suggestions? I'm guessing you have.
Okay.
Go there like 20 times this.
No, we've been making some fixes recently to the basic UX features and stuff. We need to work on our next feature list. We haven't talked about the next feature list, so we were focused on the versus update. So we have no idea what's coming next. We're gonna be checking out the suggestions tab.
This took me a
So,
while.
if you have any suggestions for the
It took a while to figure out,
escape
but
zone
yeah.
for the room editor, and you haven't posted, you can post in the suggestions tab on Discord. Or I don't know.
Because it
on
feels,
Steam.
I'm getting something like you could just post submit any room they can do in single player because you can just.
Sorry guys, I want to quit this game because I'm currently on 3rd place.
Wallow, you
and
can, Wallow,
that's
you
more
can
than
finish.
enough.
We can
Wallow,
wrap
you
it
can
up,
end
I
this
guess,
torture.
This is actually like a. I almost like
I think
a
I should.
seed,
Oh, I'm
but
asking actually in the wrong place.
I think it's like a perspective thing. Not sure how. Nice job.
Jazzy
Paul.
says, I think. Jazzy says, I think referring to cross-fading music tracks and allowing gradual fade out of sound. Okay, that'll probably be just. I mean, probably possible. I'll have to check with Fmod. Yeah, that was with Duck's question, I believe. Did Duck say anything more about the question?
I don't think so. Let me check. No. Nope.
Shadow asks, does the room need to have a versus element or can it be just a solo playroom? Yeah,
That's the only rule out there, so it have to be
we're-
versus.
we're gonna play versus. Versus is basically single player. It's just, it has added support for the leaderboards with the puzzle elements.
Yeah, you're playing alone, but against other players at the same time in the same room.
Mm-hmm.
There's another question, but yeah. So it's asking like, do you have to make 2 feature room for the like we did for the competition? No, you can do basically anything you want. So it's free theme.
I'm not
room.
understanding because
Sorry, was that a question about do they need to make 2 rooms or?
like 2 rooms side by
Yeah,
side.
Like, I guess a beginner and expert.
Ah, no.
No,
Just one room.
Just one room.
Yeah, I mean, it can have multiple rooms inside it and stuff like that, but yeah, just one room.
So it's just one room.
Oh my god.
We have it may be a question like shadows, but would you prefer to see a fast-paced, lots of small steps or puzzles, or a normal paced escape room? Could be good too.
I mean, every person.
I
prefers
wouldn't-
something different.
Yeah, I wouldn't comment on that. I mean,
Yeah, it depends on the person testing actually.
I mean,
We,
the most
we
important.
often have, we often when we're testing, we have different opinions at different levels because of our own preferences.
Yeah.
in playing, so there's no actual answer for that.
I mean, the only thing that's like
think-
that's like
I think
important
it's-
is it have to be fun. And that That's
Yeah, I was about to say, the easiest way to say is just let other people play test it. The more people test it, you'll see what's wrong in the level and how much fun is it, which part is frustrating and not. It needs to be on a. It's riding on a thin line between frustrating and not.
Yeah.
Like it needs to be hard. The puzzle needs to be solvable. It needs to be not too hard or. That's
Yeah.
how we build our levels.
Yeah. It has to be for the average player, most likely.
I solved 3
Uh,
Volos puzzles
Well done.
at 9 p.m. It's like a
Without a walkthrough?
yeah. Kinda.
Okay,
let-
he looked at her right. Bart says we always can make a lot of easy puzzles and make shortcuts.
I challenge Wallow to a 1v1.
Volo.
That's an interesting idea.
Wallow?
And then you can decide yourself if you want to go the easy or the hard route.
Because
Which one will take less time?
no, it's on his own map, but on a
You have 30 more seconds.
Is there a way, or can there be a future logic that you can use the roulette to change lock numbers? You mean like to unlock? Yeah, you.
No, I think he means like to change like a password on the
Do
lock.
you mean to change the password or to change?
the
I
combination.
think it's setting
the values.
randomize probably the password.
Yeah,
Change the password.
that's actually like a nice idea.
That sounds like a suggestion for that would. I don't think we've had that suggestion for random, especially. It's an interesting idea.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'd have to check.
Okay, so we played.
Does versus mode support Lua scripts? It
Maybe.
should.
Sure,
It should. Yeah, because it's mostly single player. Nothing is getting synced between the players.
So it's a single. So
there
just
should
make
be
a
no
single player
multiplayer
room.
issues.
Just make a single player room. That's it.
Robbie is asking for
Because
karaoke time.
My idea of a flipping versus
I saw
mode
it.
would be a mode where people are in different like rooms,
Yeah,
It's bad time.
just like
I think
mirrored
So
versions of that
it
room.
was a very long
And they
day
go
for
through it.
Our small team.
Like they're
prepared
racing
for
against
this
one
for-
another.
for
There's a
tomorrow,
few
and
race
tomorrow is our last
Ones I've done,
day before vacation. so
where
it
it's
was-
literally just mirrored
put,
rooms,
is
the
on
same
both
puzzle, same solutions
yeah,
and everything,
hotfix
and you're
already-
literally racing
Okay.
against the other person. That's literally it.
There's a hotfix for some stuff in closed beta.
Yep.
Now. And
Because
do we have a list?
that literally
don't
makes
have a
any
code
like
It was
so
loads
many
of things.
rooms just be like
Game
like,
freezing bug
be
Mm.
submitted.
and other stuff, but
Yeah.
Could just
that
literally
should be up to my
submit one
if you
a
have any
regular
other
flipping
issues
room and be like, play this in versus
that
mode.
you've reported since the update. You can check.
That's what I'm
if
getting at.
That was solved or not.
That's kind of aggravating
So you
me
can report.
because my understanding was that
Oh.
it was
Mm-hmm.
a room that you did in co-op that was versus.
Just a question about how long after one person completes the room does time run out?
5 minutes. Not 8 minutes. 5 minutes.
It makes the game not a one player room. one. It's not.
Okay, guys.
You're talking about you.
I think we can answer more questions on Discord or later.
Yes. If you have any more questions, just go to Discord. There's a questions live stream.
Wish I could phrase my
feedback
question
forum
better.
section.
Yep.
Under.
Because my question was so flipping long, it wouldn't fit in the Q&A thing.
We'll answer some of them, all of them, later.
Okay. So we talked about Versus update. We talked about awesome games and Cerebral Puzzle showcase that are currently live. The hotfix is coming out tomorrow. Versus challenge starts now, and you can win $2,000. And
So I misspelled the
yeah, the
sodding
rules are
thing.
very simple this time. So make a versus. The map that will be fun in versus mode. So this is like a quick recap of tonight's show. If you have more questions, you can ask.
Yeah, so
on Discord.
the versus competition, it's like make it for versus specifically. We're gonna be playing and judging it in versus.
Oh,
So if it's not clear enough, we're gonna play it in versus.
Okay. Thank you all for joining us today.
specifically for verses.
Thank you all for providing
Okay.
a room to play. And yeah. Thank you all for watching. Mats, Vinka.
Thank you, Boris. Thank you for hosting.
Thank you for recording and not forgetting this
Yeah,
time
I was just about to say that.
because we are pro. Okay, see you guys. Good luck, everyone, with the competition and with playing all the cool maps after after the competition.
Good luck in the versus games.
Yep. Good night or good day if you are. Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Right. There we go. Or close. So. Play some games, I guess. In a different call. Like I beat the map makers in their own map. That's it. Yes, I did it before, but they made the flipping map, so they had no knowledge about it. Right. So I've got a couple of rooms I would like to play. I didn't finish this one. Which one? What other rooms did I not finish? Yeah, that one as well. Is that it? Is it seriously the only two? Oh, and then I've got this room. Do you still want to play? Yes, I do. Just to have the trophy in the corner. Here we go again. Yeah, so they were totally watching my stream. Based on their responses to Oh, you can tell this was made by Wallow based on that. That one down. This one like that. Hi. Hi. Hi, Triangle. What's up? You can click them. Oh. Sweet. There we go. That's right. Wait. So I did this quite easily, actually. There we go. Okay. No, definitely not that one. Just came to see if we're watching the stream again. Wait, what do you mean by that? Like, is that a bad thing? Hello? If it wasn't for me, you would have 0 flipping recordings of the streams. So I don't... There we go. Just messing with you. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Right, chess puzzle. Yeah, right, yeah, and then it's this one to this one, this one to this one, this one. Oh. Damn. Okay, no, wait, yes, it was this, still correct. Because... So go to that one. Like, I think the way to do this was to work backwards. So you do that, and you do this one, and you do this one. You have this one pointing to that one, and you need this one to point at that one, and you need this one to point at that one, this one to point at that one. Go around, have fun. Yeah, you too. Does that even work? There you go. Okay. Right, this puzzle. So I can't get my head around this one, but apparently what you've got to do, and I had to look this up. Flipping Wallow. Of course, Wallow made this puzzle. Is that you look at this one, so D and then square. Look at this one, you go, okay. Is that shape? Then you go to this one. And then you look, and I'm like, oh, that arrow. And then you look at the exact same arrow, Rome. Now, you need to know your geography, because I don't know what building that is. But that looks Rome to me. So you do that one, and look at this one, so it's 5. For one combination, you do that whole progress for all of these. So you do this one, circle, arrow, up. Paris is, I would assume it's that one, so 4. That was C, wasn't it? Yeah. And you can, from there, you can figure out the other, because you can be like, okay, 3, 1, oh. And if that wasn't right, you could just swap the other one, so you just need to figure out the 2. And then okay, done. So that one's ticked off. Yeah, now I've got the trophy, thank gosh. Just want to 100% complete games. There was this one. I didn't complete this one. Because if you're doing it 2-player, you don't have a time limit. Do, 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 do. Right, law. Now let's take this in because yeah, never mind. Alright, so we did actually get quite far into this map. Sun. Okay. Toss a coin to your witcher. Oh. Watering can. Yeah. Right. So what I did last time. So yes, was 2 out. I remember that very specifically. A singular. This one 3. Okay. There's a trash bin there actually. Okay. Yeah. I assume at the end of this you'll be getting like all the keys. Okay, now that's cool. Alright, there's this one. That's a note. Need it because I remember the puzzle. I do need the note. I don't remember the symbols. Okay. So this one was 3. Yeah, and then wait, no, this one was 2. Right? Oh, what was this one again? Oh, for flip's sake. No, this one was 3, yeah. Because that's 2. 1 and 2 look so similar from one another, though. That's 4, yes. So that one's 4 there. So I'm trying to make. What am I trying to make here? Four. So that's 4. 3. That's 2. I did it. Now I can throw this one away. Yeah, if you want in why I'm going through this so quickly, just look at my last stream. Or if you're watching this on YouTube, my last YouTube video. This was 9, 10. What I think is the most, like, I was overthinking that so much. I love the imprint emerald or green. That's snazzy. The bronze coin as well. And it's a green. It's a green thing fair. Why does my voice crack? Why can I not speak sometimes? What the fit is wrong with me? Okay. So this was the puzzle I didn't get the chance to do. So. What the flip do these symbols mean? In the garden's heart, a puzzle bound a bold glaive into truth's prayer. Uncovers your numbers dwell path. With each slashes secrets a drawn of numbers like a dream. Through twisted and trials, the sum of 7 you must embrace. What the fuck do these symbols mean, though? Is that 6? And that's equals. No, with my. What the hold on. With each slash, secret gleam, a dart of numbers like a dream. Through twisted and turns, the riddle gaze, the sum of 7 you must embrace. So, forth with mind, spike, seek and follow through. For in this quest to be complete, the sum fills your victory sweet. I have no flipping idea of what it wants me to do here. So I can place the stone tiles. Let's just. The eye? Oh, it shows how many. Right? That's 8 or something. Oh, that's 4. Okay. So that's 8. So we definitely can't use that one. That's 4. 2. I need to keep 6. That's 5. Okay, which one was the 2? This one, right? Yeah, okay. We'll do that one. No. That was 1. That one was the 6. Hey! Amazing. Right, let's see this cutscene. Garden key. It's a 4-leaf clover. Great room. Absolutely love that room. Ignore this. I was trying to get a flipping good thumbnail in that. However, I can't use Photoshop as well. Like, I got like the caption I want, but I just want like the silhouettes of like the circle, and the arch with the fountain as well. But I had problems removing stuff, and then begin. Okay. Right, yes. Now I remember. ENSW. ENSW. NSW. You see. Oh, this thing made my game crash. Yeah, so dice. The camera was 2. The hour was 8. This was 7? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, so. I can't get out of this screen. Like, what the fit is this screen? I can't get out of it. Like, my game's actually frozen. I have to reboot the whole thing again. Right, maybe I don't press the button while it's in my inventory. Maybe I press it while it's down. Um. Okay. That's again. But like, you can't press it. If it isn't... So... 8... 8... 3... and 2... I can't seem to press it. I have to press it in my inventory. So that did something. What was this again? Oh yeah. ENSW. Did I unlock it? Really? Did I? I mean, it says it's done, but... Let's get a suitcase open again. What nation's this was dogs. Cats and dogs, right? Here's 69. And then... No, not 69, 63. 63. I'll do math. Hi, cat. What's up? And then... 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12. Cool.
My lovable friend Shadow.
So I assumed you watched my last some of my stream of some of the things I said.
Nah, I actually just popped in.
Okay, thank you.
I've had it open since I don't know, whenever the fucking what's-me-calls it announcement happened.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's how long I've had it open for. I just haven't talked in it.
1, 2, 3. I was talking about when I did the verses yesterday, because I did bring you up, but I recommend not watching it.
Why?
No reason.
Did you talk shit about me?
Nope.
Promise?
I swear on my soul, I did not say a single bad thing about you.
So did you just say a bunch of compliments? Did I get complimented?
No.
I don't know how I feel anymore. Didn't get insulted.
Hello,
and
darkness,
didn't
my
get
old
complimented.
friend. Right, this flipping puzzle, I couldn't do it last time.
Maybe you should learn how to do it.
I'm looking at the walkthrough.
Whoa, hack, cheater. I always said
Yeah, I
hacker.
figured this out earlier, but it didn't work.
Well, the 2 circles is 10:20. The bullseye is 10:30.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I figured that out on the note. Like, on here. It's actually telling me what the flipping note has already told me, so... Like, okay. So... 2 circles. Bullseye. That's definitely this one.
Is it?
Stripes. That one. Flatfoot.
It's flat foot, not just barefoot.
Well, it says nothing but toes for the last one, so it can't be. So nothing but toe, like
So yeah, Fatfoot would probably be the third one at the top.
this one. Okay. Undefined. Yeah, it's not flipping easy, isn't it? Like, even the walkthrough's not that. After you'll see a letter that... It doesn't tell me...
Undefined is the second bottom left.
That one.
Bottom left.
Squared off. That's gotta be this one, right?
Gotta be the one that looks like a square.
Woven.
Oh. Well, Fatfoot's wrong then.
Stripes. What was... But,
Flatfoot would be bottom
that one, yeah.
left. Yeah.
And then... Undefined. Squared off. I did all of these codes last time, and none of them were correct, so I'm wondering...
Which one's the two circles? Fucking Jesus Christ. Ah.
But track it out.
Ow.
Gives me the same, like... Like, it doesn't tell me what the flipping foot is. Each one is. Like, that's bullseye, definitely. That one's nothing but toes. Two circles. I mean...
Would the two circles be the third?
Is it for that one or that one?
No, because the first bottom left one would be Flatfoot if the other one was woven. Because, like, if you look at the bottom of, like, certain shoes, the flat ones usually have, like, that pattern at the bottom of it.
I don't know shoes.
Because woven's definitely the one that looks, like, wrapped up.
I've, like, tried every single one of these flipping combinations. And I did this last stream as well, and I just couldn't figure it out. And it crashed, the game crashed on me.
So, which one's the first one?
So the first one is either this one or this one. Because they're the only ones that have circles. This one does, but this one has to be bullseye.
It's the third one has the circles.
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, then it's bullseye. Then stripes. Well, that's the like stripey one. It's Flatfoot.
Flat's bottom left.
Undefined.
Undefined's the one next to it.
Squared off.
This map's bad. There's nothing you're missing?
This is literally the piece of paper. The walkthrough briefcase we'll see in this list in the machine. Yeah, the solution. And it just gives me the flipping times of the stuff, but it doesn't... But the times are the exact same on the piece of paper. Like, the only difference is that, these ones up here, and these ones are not there. They are like a red herring, because you're supposed to look at this.
Mm.
So you just look at that and see what happens between those times. These ones. But I did this, like... So even with the walkthrough, I'm not able to figure this out.
I'm gonna search it up.
Watch somebody else play this.
Escape simulator. Fuck, I can type A. Wait, is there a walkthrough? Fuck, it's loud. Okay. Dice.
A song.
Dice Disco.
Yeah, people have already played this map. Wow, that is loud. Like, it's got nice visuals and everything. It's just that one flipping puzzle. It takes one puzzle to ruin the whole damn thing. Right.
Maybe you've already done this puzzle.
Send treatment headquarters to send shipment to quarters.
What?
What's the lost thing? Centran pattern.
Okay, I'm hella confused with that, but sure, okay.
What's the answer?
So the two dots
Yeah.
is the bottom left one,
Right. Yeah.
and then it's the target.
Yeah.
And then what was the one after that?
Stripes.
Stripes, and yeah, it would be the stripe. And then he did the undefined one, the one under it. And then he did... Which one? The one next to the undefined, on the right. Then the squared off, then the woven, then the toes.
What the fit? So hold on. So that's that one's flat foot. Then that one's undefined.
I'm so confused.
Squared off makes sense. Woven makes sense.
Oh well.
Well, there we go. Done it. Yeah, Brad. I'm actually gonna give you a thumbs down for that. I know you're a great map maker and all, but you had one job. Make it solvable. Like, if you can't even do it with a walkthrough, it's not good map. Right, anyway. So, I'm going to do my other thing I wanted to do. I wanted to What time is it there? You're yawning a lot. You sound very sleepy.
Shut up. I've been trying to undo this fucking knot that's in the back of my head for the past hour and a half.
Not.
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck it got there, but I've got this big ass knot and it's fucking annoying. Anyway.
Right, there we go. Okay. First. Rooms. Ideas. Or. Build. A room.
You're gonna make a room?
That's right.
Is this the first room you've made or?
Yeah, this will be my first room I'll be making.
Let's go.
You guys playing
I
versus?
wanna.
I'm not.
No, he's about to make a room.
I'm going to be generating ideas for a builder room.
Mm.
Right.
I better fucking be helping out with testing it and shit. I swear to God.
So okay.
How are you, Hermit?
I'm doing good. Trying to play some verses right now.
Mm.
I had so many ideas and it just went from my freaking head. Where did they go? Hold on.
I'm gonna come back when more people get on. That's it.
Later. What's the chances of more people coming on?
The
Ow. Oh, you wanted to know the time, didn't you?
I have no idea how you spell the word electricity.
Electricity.
But that will do because that's readable for me. So then I also thought of mod. I think it's called.
It's very hard to read, like, your screen.
How's that?
That's better, yeah.
Is it called Defra? Oh, you typed it in chat for me. Thank you very much.
Here.
Yeah, I didn't pass my English GCSE. Well, actually, no, that's not a complete true. Because I'm still waiting for confirmation, but I'm 21 years old and I still hadn't passed it, and I'm still waiting for
You're
my
older than me?
one.
Why do you gotta be older, man?
I don't know. I really don't. What is it called? Ah, there we go. That's another idea of what we like to have. The I'm going to be spell checking a lot. The Bone Wars. You got this. I'm excited to see how the room turns out. Oh, thank you, Cat. Probably, because that's gonna bug me otherwise. If I ever end up making this thing, of course, be happy to send it to you. What? Oh yeah, I was gonna say, first is yeah, I'm probably not gonna do that one. But literally first thing that came up. What does that say about my versus religion? Fire versus ice. What is enough? The animation wars. I need to. What was it? What was his name? Oh, fucking heck. What's his name? Oh, right, yeah, got it. That one, I'll probably explain after these, after I got all these ideas down. Um, let's see. What else? Probably change the title of this. Heck. Or what the stream title? Another idea I had was Alien versus Predator. Well, that's readable for me, so now do. What else? Yeah, it's very weird. There we go. That's much better for you, and for me as well. What other? Some. Oh, tavern. In tavern. How the fuck do you spell tavern? Got a book literally about taverns, and I don't know how to spell the word tavern. Not an O, it's an E. Oh. Tavern. There I go. Tavern. Uh. Brawl. 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 Good man. Brawl. Tavern. Brawl. Yeah, okay, so that's what else? What's another? Thief. Thief. Thief? It's that just does not look right. Thief. Okay. Yes. So that idea I've got for that one would be, I'm just writing down ideas. Hmm. Heaven. That's not how you spell heaven. Well, I know how to spell hell. Why is hell easier to spell than heaven? That makes... Heaven? Why does the E sound like an English language? I fucking hate it. Um... I'm trying to think of like some real... Just came up with a very cheeky idea. Coming in the ring is Pine Studio. um. Oh. Wait. Boys. This is girls. Like, come on. Like, that is like the typical, like, kids sort of thing. I'm doing a lot of versus things because a lot of things do come in pairs. What else? I had so many ideas, and I think I was saying them during my stream as well. Flip. Oh. Shop. I'll explain all of these after I've done. When I've finished memorizing all the ideas I had. Flip. What's another one? Wacky races. So a lot of these are themes, and the others are like gameplay focused. So I could try and merge the two, but I don't know how that would work. Plus, I'll probably be making this way harder for myself. YouTube. Twitch. On. They're all just coming out now. Oh my gosh. How the flip do I spell the word dwarf? It's such a weird spelling. Dwarf. Um, I'll copy this one. Take it down. Versus zombies. Good. Versus evil, I guess. Maybe that could be another one. So I'm sitting on the bathroom. And come on. Doors. Words. Okay. World of Warcraft. Why the flip not? That's wood. Do I not know how to spell word, apparently? But you know what? Actually, figure out that one. Because I'm going to be completely honest, I was thinking about this. It probably is best that I don't use an existing IP. So that... So I can immediately remove, like, half of these off my list. But what was I gonna talk about? There's one idea that's itching on the back of my fucking head. Probably will hit me later, like today, like late at night, and be like I bolt up from my bed. You're like, that's it. Oh yeah, okay. Well, a lot of these are like. I also remove the versus ones as well, because those ones are not that good. So any existing IP stuff I'll remove. Versus ones can get a bit out of here. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna keep the Disney Max one. Well, actually, that one's gonna stay. So yeah. Well, those were all like themes, I think. Yeah. That one was theme. That one was theme. That one was theme. All of these were themes. Yeah. Oh wait, shoot! I actually accidentally. I'm glad I noticed because I accidentally got rid of content creators. It was a good theme actually. So there. This is my progress of. So anyone can take these ideas, by the way. I am not curious. I'll be. If I don't use them, I'm happy for someone else to use them. That's completely fine. That being said, though. I'll fold this and underline it. There we go. Oh wait, I kind of just figured out why they have. What the flip? Oh, okay, that was weird. Build. You've seen this, right? What the fuck? You good now? Okay. Let me explain some of these ideas because I don't 100% know which one to go for. Oh, let me sort them out actually. Running a shop, I'll move. Come on. So I'll have like themes. Move this one actually to here. Yeah. I mean, Tavern Brawl is. This is gonna be rough for me. Um. Wait, what? Why am I doing that? Running a shop. Go. I don't know what the flip I was doing. Right. Gameplay themes. So explain these. So explain the gameplay mechanics and what these ideas, because these are just code names. So Gary's on a death run. How it works is there's one player in a central room, while there's, or actually sometimes it's multiple, but they're in this control room while the other players are going through this obstacle course, and the person running the death run can trigger traps while just to have buttons to trigger the traps to stop the people coming through. Wave Heroes is a Minecraft map that was made by Hypixel quite ages ago, and the premise of it was that you just fought waves and waves stuff. Now I wouldn't be using that gameplay design. The gameplay design I would use, because it's the only one I can think of that has this, is that at the end of each round you've got points to spend. You could buy equipment and whatnot, but you could also spend points to sabotage the opponents, and that's the element I would be taking into it. Like it's a race room, and you would, and once you complete a puzzle, you got like a token, and you would able to spend these tokens to trigger something. Like, for example, it could turn the lights off for your opponents, make it so that the codes are like an X, instead of them being a 4-digit code, now they are a 5-digit code or something like that. Or even one you could label flip, that literally rotates the room 180 80. So now everyone is doing the puzzles on the flipping ceiling. That could be really fun. But again, that's very mechanically, and I don't think I could pull it off. Maybe. You've got to understand, I haven't learned in my game design courses, I never learned how the programming aspects of stuff. I always learned about designing assets. Well, it's not going to really work here because I'll probably be downloading assets to from Sketchfab, because you just don't. There's not enough time to make your own. There's no way. Thief is like a little game I came up with where you're in a room and you've a bunch of keys and you've got to find the right, like there's like a door and you need 5 keys. You need to find your right keys. However, there's also people in the room that are also like, and they can also take your keys. How you might think, well, surely the trick would be just to keep your keys on your inventory so that no one else can have them. Well, Pine Studio has recently made it so that if you so that you can take items out of people's inventory, like keys. So literally any item you're not holding, you can take out of somebody's inventory. So people would just be like running around grabbing stuff, grabbing their keys out of other people's pockets, pretty much. Name thief. Running a store. Pretty much, you're running a business. You are trying to get the most money, get the most profit, and also not trying to go bankrupt. You know, modern day life. And your competitors would be, of course, competitor stores or restaurants or whatnot. Okay, now this is the fun stuff. Bone Wars. This was a time period. I can't remember when. I need to look into this. I don't know much about it, but I looked into this, and the whole premise of this was you. No, not you. Sorry, I'm lost in train of thought. My worst words have problems coming out of my mouth. It was a time period where 2 archaeologists, once friends, now absolutely hate each other. During this time, were trying to uncover, like, because fossils had been like, people were like at this time, people were realizing that, oh hey, these bones are very unique in design and whatnot. Maybe they came from a species that was before our time, and and I think it was like during, it was in America, industrial time, and they were trying to. Wait, no, not industrial. It was later than that. No, earlier than that. Oh, I don't flipping know. And both people were competing. These 2 people were competing, trying to get the most fossils, trying to make the bigger discoveries, trying to get the facts right. You know, I don't understand. I just know there's 2 archaeologists competing with another, and I think I would be very interested into that because I have a very good idea for a puzzle for that. Walt Disney versus Max Fletcher. If you don't know, this was the one of the greatest fights in animation history, or battles, or wars, or whatnot, where Max Fletcher pioneered, made his own animation company, and he also started, like, he progressed animation into a new way. He also made, like, a traction that allowed at making animation 2D animation easier for people. Well, Walt Disney was inspired by Max Fletcher and started his own animation studio, making famous characters like Mickey Mouse, Pluto, and stuff like that. We all know that. There was also well, these people were trying. Well, here comes the issue. You have two people making certain movies, two different types of movies, and you have a certain number of customers who are only interested in watching a certain type of entertainment. Like, they have the customers have limited money. You got to somehow prove. Oh, I'm explaining this so badly. Oh my flipping gosh. Well, anyway, just look into it. Just Google it. And I did this for one of my projects. I looked into this, and this was such a fun thing. I almost forgot most of it about it, but it was such good thing about how these two companies were trying to be the top animation thing. And I think we all know that, of course, Walt Disney won. Not only was he, Max Fletcher was, I think, located in New York, if I'm not mistaken. Well, Walt Disney was placed in Hollywood, and at the time, Hollywood was coming a more movie-based city, so it was known for movies, pretty much. And not only that he also he also paid off newspapers to stop them mentioning Max Fletcher in their newspapers. Like, that is insane. And eventually Max Fletcher went out of business. Well, at Tavern Brawl, I'm always a fan of medieval stuff, more specifically role play in game stuff, fantasy stuff, you know, that sort of stuff, and the idea of just a bar, and you have to do something in a bar, like it's a bar brawl or something like that. The Electricity Wars. Don't know the exact name of this, but I watched a movie about this where two people were trying to set up the electric system in America. It was two people. One person came up with the idea of a way of getting electricity to, like, came up with the idea of like light bulbs and stuff. The other guy was a much richer person who was influenced by that, similar to like the Walt Disney Max Fletcher thing, actually, funny enough. and he made his own electrical thing. However, his electrical system could go out further distances, but it was a lot more dangerous. Meanwhile, the other guy's electricity was quite low proximity, that couldn't really go out far ranges, but it allowed but it was safer. And I would be making like electrical puzzles and stuff like that. Game studios fighting other. We all know about how game studios, like literally any like companies, just like fight, like I'm repeating myself, aren't I? And content creators. Content creators are always fighting for viewers' attention. I'm one. You know them. Yeah. So I don't know which room I did. I'm guessing I'm not going to do those two, so I can delete those. I think if I would have to place two things, it'd be the Electric Wars or the Bane Wars. And I don't know which one to do. Let me look at the actual name for this. Electricity Wars. The current wars. The current war. Well, I'll probably ask on Discord, actually, which one I would want to do. What that is, like room editor. So the thing is, when it comes to the Bone War thing, I could use some assets from the Club. Not straight up to copy it, of course, from the Club Museum. General, I guess I'll go. No, wait, I'll ask him to build a room. What am I doing? Should I do Current Wars or Bone? Both of these could be really fun. I'll think about it, but I'm going to be stuck between these two. Anyway, I'll be streaming for 3 hours. I'll save this. Why not? I'll save this off stream. That being said, wait, no, wait a minute. Did it show? Oh, no, it didn't show. Okay. Okay. That was close. Okay. Well, thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. I'll probably be start building my room tomorrow. Or start going through the internet trying to find good assets in the rooms. Exiting out.